Hello sheeple. I haven't made a video in ages and I hope I haven't lost my 2 or 3 subscribers. They're the nice sheeple, not the horrible sheeple who, heaven forbid, will not watch my channel. Let's have a quick word about trickle down economics and what are they doing with the money in the economy these days. They want to get rid of cash. They want to go 100% digital. They want to put Trump tariffs on everything except for things like TVs, computers, smartphones, things that the elites use for dumbing us down and mind control. And oh my God, are we dumbed down and mind controlled? We the sheeple complain about things like maybe lazy dull bludgers being the cause of all our pain, whilst we watch billions and billions and billions being swindled by the rich and powerful, and our governments funding immoral wars and many other agendas like the climate nonsense that will lead to our own demise. Do you remember the lunacy of things like trickle down economics? You remember when that first came about? This is a concept that's been around for about apparently 100 years or so, where money supposedly flows to the rich via tax cuts, etc., who supposedly then spend the money on things that will apparently improve the economy, making life better for the poor. Trickle down economics is actually the exact same scam as the too big to fail thing, if you remember that. The too big to fail con, where corrupt, thieving business tycoons had their companies that they trashed bailed out with taxpayer money, while smaller businesses that went bankrupt stayed bankrupt. That's how it works. Many of these fat cats still received massive bonuses whilst everyone else was suffering in a global financial crisis. The too big to fail concept was made famous by the 2008 Wall Street banking crisis, where the rich bankers and other loaded high flyers ran off with all our pathetic sheeple money, and our governments rewarded their blatant pilfering with around about 700 billion bailout and many more other things and benefits from our pathetic people taxpayer money, because that's how they roll and they can get away with anything. And the claim was that their loss, these big businesses, would be too devastating for the economy, as opposed to simply smaller banks and businesses taking over, which is how it's supposed to work, which is how it's always worked. So the rich and powerful scamming and enslaving the poor seems to be ingrained in human society and has been so throughout history. I can't help but think of something like Robin Hood, who had to steal, or should I say take money back from the rich and give it to the poor, where it should have been in the first place. No trickle down, no bailing out fat businesses. It should have been with the poor in the first place. Should have been in our hands from the start. But the media whores, lies, smartphones, prescription drugs and poverty have made us pretty much the most pathetic, dumbed down, brainwashed, powerless world population in all of history. Amazing to think that us in the West invaded other cultures to replace them with our degradation. Anyway, money and the economy, what are they doing? Charities want your card details. They don't want cash even for donations. Vending machines want your card, a lot of them don't accept the coins anymore. There's automated stores being set up that will require ID and card. Your local stores try to sneak in card-only policies. You have to justify to your bank if you want to draw out cash from your own money. And the media is beginning to say that cash is becoming outdated. We have to understand that once all transactions can be both monitored and controlled, if they go digital, and this is combined with extensive surveillance, and then our non-compliance to any rules set by our immoral rich elites will entail instant exclusion, incarceration, or worse. All of our societies will become inescapable prisons, climaxing with the so-called smart cities. The moonlight fades with the morning glow. Good night, sheeple.